People who work at a drive-through window. What are some things that you've overheard on the headset that customers don't know you heard? There were two homeless people fighting in the parking lot. Some guy rolled up to the speaker with two kids in the back and I hear him say, "Do you guys want to watch and fight? Okay, I'll go through and get the food, you guys stay here." I was watching on the security camera as this man lets out two kids, around 6 and 8 years old, so they could stand by the dumpster and watch two drunk guys beat the crap out of each other with bricks. This is don't catch you slipping up. We had ran out of salads and I was taking a drive-through order. The dude said 1 second please and called his monsieur. They get into a 3-minute argument where I recall him saying, "I'm not gonna drive all around the city for a fucking salad, mom. Tell mom you got salad at home." Ultimate revenge. Ask her if she has salad money. Worked at a McDonald's. Most memorable one was a woman who got a call after she placed an order and burst out crying. Person in her passenger side asks, "What's wrong?" She responds, "Window still down, my dad just died." Taking her payment was extremely uncomfortable. I found out my mom was dead in a Taco Bell drive-thru. Not sure what this adds except that I relate to that person's need to say something in that moment. Instead, I just went back to work for the night and finished my shift. Sometimes you just need someone to hear you say something. One time these three guys who were stoned out of their minds came through. It took like a full 5 minutes to get through the order because they couldn't stop laughing. Also, the guy was ordering Whoppers, and I don't work at Burger King. Then at the window, they had to change a bunch of the order and he was still saying, "Whoppers." I told him we don't serve Whoppers and they all started laughing again. This wasn't in the drive-thru, but I once had a guy, still drunk from clubbing all night, come into my McDonald's right when we opened at 5 a.m. and order a large coffee, an Egg McMuffin and one of those fucked up potato things. Funniest thing to ever happen to me that early in the morning. Fucked up potato things is more accurate than hash browns, anyway. Kind of a backwards example, but one time I was having a tough day and my roommate and I went to grab food from this local diner's drive-thru. She wanted to get food from somewhere else, so I just got a burger and fries. After a bunch of driving around, she finally decided she wanted food from there. So we went back, and I got a shake and she got fries. And then after we'd already ordered, I said to her how I honestly wanted more fries, but 1, I shouldn't spend any more money, and 2, we'd already finished the order, and 3, the drive-thru guy was gonna hardcore judge me, especially since we'd already been through the drive-thru in the last 30 minutes. When we pulled up to the window, the guy gave us our food and then gave me some fries. Said, "No judgment, it's on the house," and winked at me. It was super nice, but also I died of embarrassment, and that was the day I learned they can hear you, even when you don't think they can. Shout out to that dude. When I was working a drive-thru window, I was more worried that the customer would overhear what I was saying about them, monsieur. One time I called a guy an idiot under my breath and he pulled up to the window to pay and it was my pastor. "Here's your change, father fuckwit." Thanks Diesel_dat. A girl was in the middle of ordering when her boyfriend called her. He was breaking up with her as well as confessing he had been cheating on her. I couldn't comp her order, but I did tell the person at the other window to give her a free ice cream of her choosing. I'm surprised she didn't just pull out of line. At that point you have to comfort eat. A couple had a full-on boxing match at the speaker. I just said, "Let me know when you're ready to order," as I heard the punches land on each other's faces while they yelled at each other. Then the lady yelled, "I wish you were dead," and the guy laughed manically. Then they ordered like they didn't just go Rocky versus Drago. Them I had to take their money at the window and they were still calling each other names under their breath while smiling at me and acting totally fine. laughing face, and GT, carrot fucking carrot bitch smiley face, and GT, carrot worthless carrot dickless carrot man whore. Heard someone give their personal info over the phone. What? Why? Opening up a McDonald's MasterCard. $10,000 limit and only 16.8% interest. I was working drive and I had a customer pull up to the speaker and then order. Then afterwards she didn't pull up to the window, and I can still hear what she says even though I'm not taking her order. She then started having a loud phone conversation and started talking about how I was cheating on her boyfriend. I gave her a little time and then said, "You can pull up, ma'am." Lol. How did she react? She probably didn't realize that I heard everything. TBH. I used to be a drive-through bank teller and this woman dropped $100 bill from her withdrawal envelope inside her car. She accused me of stealing, and while I rechecked my drawer, she called me a racial slur that came to her country to steal from Americans. BC. She taught me. Microphone was off. My manager overheard the wild interaction. Well, by time the woman came into the bank screaming, her younger son came running after her. BC. He found the bill underneath the driver's seat. My manager closed her bank account and told her to not come back. I'm glad your manager stood up for you. A girl's orgasmus. Yeah, late teens, early 20s girl and her boyfriend were coming through McDonald's drive-thru. Apparently, she was enjoying a bit of manual magic from her boyfriend under the blanket while waiting to order. On a busy night, she was very flushed where they got to the window. No shame at all. Oh, this might actually be a specific kink, fetish. As a 17-year-old male, I was pretty pumped to be an innocent bystander. Brightened my night up. One time we had a person sit in the lane for 7 minutes having an argument with the other person in the car over their divorce. On top of that, there's conversations about deadbeat baby daddies and whatnot. Stuff can get weird. Too many parents yelling at their kids to make up their minds. Also once had a guy ask for jalapenos on his sandwich. I started laughing, and he got super mad and demanded to talk to my manager. Edit. I feel like I should clarify. Jalapeno Man was an old redneck in the middle of Missouri. So it was funny not only because of the pronunciation but because of the southern, Midwest accent. I also didn't mean to laugh at him. Both me and my co-worker forgot our headsets were on. My co-worker said it the same way he did and I laughed. And when he pulled up to the window, that is when he asked to see our manager. Not a worker, was just standing in line behind this guy at a Subway. He asked for that Asian sandwich. The girl at the counter figured out he was asking for chicken teriyaki. Behind a guy once who asked for a chicken fillet sandwich equals chicken fillet. We have a camera at ours and it's right there so it's hard not to see. But still I get to see parents smack their children. Couples arguing. The nasty faces you make at me. The arm gestures of, how fucking stupid are you, when I ask if they want cream and sugar in their coffee. BC. I'm supposed to know you want 13 and 9 in a medium. The worst is dumping garbage right in front of the camera. Ugh. I feel like I don't hear a lot of crazy stuff but see a lot. I see people's cars filled to the top with garbage. This old lady came through with blood all over her sleeve. Crazy stuff lol. I ride my bike, do tricks on it. I get injured once in a while. My left arm has a big scab from a scrape on it right now. I definitely bought Taco Bell after riding that day. Got blood on my driver's side window frame for sure. I've probably gone through drive-thrus all bloody so many times, as well as walked into places with cuts and dried blood all over my shins. Didn't think I was creeping people out. I had a fancy family dinner for a cousin graduating college. The same day I was going downhill longboarding with a friend. Of course I ate shit so bad I felt like one giant scab. I even had cuts around my eyes where my sunglasses had been smashed into my face. I couldn't bend my left leg without my knee starting to bleed again. But I wasn't about to miss this dinner. Fancy for my family is Olive Garden or Red Lobster. For my cousin's family it was an actual fancy restaurant, one of the nicest places I'd get the opportunity to eat at. I walk in covered in fresh bandages, limping, and our waiter in his fancy suit instantly asks, "Skating accident?" To this day I love that he could instantly tell you how I'd been hurt. My cousin was cracking up about me, offering to help, except she was a vet and I wasn't an animal. My parents were so mad at me and wanted to take me to a hospital. But like I said, I wasn't missing this meal. Was taking an order for a college-aged couple. They ordered a couple Happy Meals. After I told him their total, I heard a girl yell excitedly, "We're getting toys." And they pull up and she has the biggest genuine excited grin on her face. Honestly made my day. It was super cute. Edit. Whoa, my first ever goal. Thank you. Not going to. That sounds cute AF. Not gonna lie. I secretly debate getting a Happy Meal just to see what toy I get. Every time I pull up.